I really can see what the hell I'm doing. You want to go in front or behind?
Welcome, Blue Marble Riders, to a nostalgic ride on two air-cooled twins up the old island highway by two slightly older gits. We all, as riders, have favourite memories, roads, motorcycles and riding buddies. Well, this is mine. Andy, the rider on the lovely Royal Enfield Continental GT, more about that in a moment, used to ride a Thruxton, and I would meet him after work on a Friday astride my W650 Cafe, which I was riding at the time. And, not infrequently, we'd ride up the old island highway along the ocean from Nanaimo up to the notorious Fanny Bay Inn, known simply as the FBI to motorcyclists. And we go there for oysters and refreshments. Speed, banter, questionable handling in my bike's case, and the emerging weekend relief from work made for some great times. But, as is wont to happen, times changed, and Andy retired, moved to another island and sold his Thruxton. And sadly, while the memories stayed fresh, those Friday afternoon good times faded away, and there was a sense of loss. I missed those rides, particularly as I was still working, and Friday after work rides no longer had the same vibrance and meaning. The rides were fun, but tinged with a wistfulness. Eating an oyster by yourself among strangers can be a sad experience, believe you me. And my Friday afternoon rides to the FBI, well, they eventually stopped. But, as you can see, a year ago, Andy bought a new bike. So, after a lovely breakfast back at the Sandbar Cafe, today it's a nostalgic ride to create some new memories and dine on those delicious oysters at the FBI once again. And I couldn't be happier to be riding with Andy. We're not incredibly fast, we're both experienced riders who have ridden together many times, so our riding styles gel, you know what I mean. Slightly naughty, but not too silly, and always, always safe. The road itself is scenic, has some nice twists and turns, but is not anywhere near the best motorcycle road you've ever ridden. The bikes, as handsome as they are not the quickest bikes on the planet by a long shot. The riders, as I said, are experienced and enjoy the experience of riding more than having to be the quickest. And while I'm sure there are better oysters on the planet, this combination, for me, is unbeatable. And as you can see, Andy's Conti GT is a gorgeous bike to look at. Royal Enfield have done a really great job on the looks of that bike, and filming it is easy, it's so photogenic. It's pretty well bog stock, but he's tried those S&S pipes and I believe they're coming, and it will sound even better. And the Griso isn't bad either. I was surprised how good it looks even with that huge can. FBI. At last I can taste the oysters and that multi beverage now.
If you want to go into Cumberland first? No, I'm good here.
Okay. Alright, sounds good.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I love it. They say revenge is a dish best served cold, and I've been waiting for this for nearly a decade. I had to laugh here as I was editing this video and stumbled across the secret Vic sign that Andy humorously left for us. I know he's chuckling to himself as he did it, remembering a time years ago when we had ridden our dirt bikes up to Arrowsmith Lake, and Andy was setting up for a pano shot of the mountains and the lake in front of us. It was a gorgeous scene, ruined as he was coming to the very end of his painstakingly carefully leveled pano by a cheeky moon snuck in by me at the end of the frame. We still chuckle about it.
Well, that was a beautiful meal in the FBI, Fanny Bay Inn, and here we are. I think Andy is behind me, good. But I think we are going to a place called Cumberland. Great meal though, lovely hearing Andy's stories about his time way up north. Lots of Harleys in there today, and a really tricked out SV650. I've never seen such a tricked out SV650. So tricked out that they did something very unusual I've never seen before. I put an alarm on. We just don't do that on Vancouver Island, but they had a disc alarm just in case someone was going to ride off with it. I'm not sure anyone would have, but it certainly was a tricked out, all carbon parts, amazing frame, aftermarket exhausts. It looked hot. Wow, did it look fast. It was hard to believe it was just an SV650. Too many bikes on this road. You've got to take your hand off the handlebar to wave every 6 seconds. Just joking.
Cumberland is a newer stop on our rides. This is a cute ex-mining town, now a mountain bike mecca for the island, but it's popular with motorcyclists too, for the many cafes and coffee stops along the village strip.
That was a fun ride.
Yeah. Bit of a bumpy road coming in there.
Say again?
Bit of a bumpy road there.
Yeah. Yeah, certainly give the suspension a workout, but
Yeah. It's a pretty town, isn't it?
it's gorgeous. Cumberland.
Different town to pull into.
Yeah.
There's no finer way to finish a day like that than with an air-cooled twin symphony blasting along some twisty country roads, culminating, of course, in a ride back to one of my locals for an evening meal and another malty beverage. Indulge us for a second. These are the roads that bikes like this are made for, and having Andy along was perfect. Thanks, mate. Let's do it again soon. And what about you, Blue Marble Riders? What's your nostalgic ride like? Who's it with? What are you riding? And what is the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow at the local that you enjoy? I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for listening. I certainly enjoyed making it, and as I said, I certainly enjoyed riding with Andy today. Until next time, this is the Blue Marble Rider and Andy out.